Have you ever heard a sound that just gets under your skin? A noise you can't quite place, but you feel it in your bones. That's where our story begins. Today, we're diving deep into the making of our new psychological horror short, The Call of the Abyss. This isn't just a film, it's an experience designed to crawl into your subconscious and stay there. I'm going to walk you through the entire creative process, from the first terrifying idea to the final haunting frame. We'll explore the script, break down the sound design that drives the horror, and reveal the secrets behind creating a truly unsettling atmosphere. If you're a fan of cosmic horror, filmmaking, or just love a good scare that messes with your mind, you are in the right place. So, grab your headphones, you're going to need them, and let's answer the call. The core idea for The Call of the Abyss came from a simple question. What if a sound could infect your mind? Not just a catchy tune, but a frequency that slowly unravels your reality. This concept became the foundation for our protagonist, Alina. She's an audio archivist, someone whose entire life is about listening. We thought, what's more terrifying than the very thing you're dedicated to becoming your own personal monster? We wanted to create a character who was isolated, not just physically in her small apartment, but mentally. Her obsession with sound is her fortress, but it's also the key that unlocks the door to something ancient and unknowable. The horror isn't a monster jumping out from the shadows. It's the shadow itself whispering your name, a sound that starts as a faint hum and grows into a symphony of madness. When we sat down to write the script, the focus was all on atmosphere and psychological dread. We intentionally kept the dialogue sparse. The real story is told through sound and silence. Elena's apartment isn't just a setting. It's a character in itself. It's cluttered, dimly lit, and filled with the tools of her trade audio equipment that becomes the conduit for the abyss. Every creak of the floorboards, every hum from the electronics, had to contribute to the growing sense of unease. Then we have Mr. Vale, the classic harbinger of doom. He's the one who validates Elena's fear. He's heard the call too, and he knows where it leads. His warning, "Stop before it learns your name," isn't just a spooky line, it's the central theme. The sound isn't just a passive thing, it's intelligent, it's learning, and it's hunting. One of the most crucial elements in The Call of the Abyss is, of course, the sound design. This was our biggest challenge and our greatest opportunity. The hum couldn't just be a simple low-frequency tone, it had to evolve. We started with a bass layer that mimics a deep, underwater heartbeat, something primal and unsettling. Then we layered it with textures, faint, distorted whispers, static, and feedback that feels like it's right on the edge of forming words. The goal was to make the audience lean in, to try and decipher the sound just like Alina does. This technique, called auditory pareidolia, is where the brain tries to find patterns in random noise. We're essentially tricking your brain into creating its own horror. When the voice finally says Alina, it's not just a jump scare. It's a terrifying confirmation that she isn't imagining it. The abyss knows her. Visually, we leaned heavily into the language of psychological horror. The lighting is a key player. We used a lot of single-source, low-key lighting to create deep shadows and a sense of claustrophobia. The colors are desaturated, mostly blues and grays, to give the film a cold, clinical feel, as if Elena's world is being drained of life. The camera work is slow and deliberate. We used a lot of static shots to make the viewer feel trapped with Alina, and slow, creeping zooms to build tension. The scene in the bathroom is a great example. The simple act of splashing water on her face becomes terrifying when the sound distorts, and the shower curtain moves on its own. It's the subtle wrongness of things that's truly scary. We're not showing you a monster, we're showing you the world breaking down around our character, and that's far more disturbing. A pivotal moment in the film is when Alina discovers the symbol in the audio spectrogram. This was our way of visualizing the sound, of giving the formless threat a concrete identity. In cosmic horror, symbols and geometry are often used to represent concepts that are beyond human understanding. It's the visual anchor for the abyss's call. The lights flickering violently as the symbol appears isn't just a spooky effect. It's the physical world reacting to this breach from another dimension. It's the moment the abyss stops whispering and starts shouting. The final act of the film is a descent, both literally and metaphorically. Alina, now in a trance, is led down to the basement. The stairwell was a location we chose very carefully. It's a liminal space, a place between places, which perfectly represents Elena's state of mind. The sound design here becomes suffocating, a physical pressure. We used low-frequency bass that you feel more than you hear, vibrating through the set. When Mr. Vale tries to intervene, his desperate plea, "It wants a vessel," spells out the stakes. This isn't about knowledge or discovery. It's about consumption. The entity doesn't want to talk. It wants to inhabit. But Elena's response, "I need to know what's calling me," shows that she's past the point of no return. The curiosity has completely overridden her survival instinct. The basement scene is the climax of the dread we've been building. Everything leads to that industrial drainage grate. It's the focal point, the mouth of the abyss. The air gets colder, the sound becomes liquid and choral, multitude of voices whispering from below. This is the heart of the entity. When Elena kneels, it's an act of worship. The terror for the audience comes from her complete surrender. We see Mr. Vale's panic, which is how we should be feeling, but Elena is serene. The final shot was critical. We see her expression shift from fear to a peaceful acceptance as she says, "I'm listening." She has found her purpose, her calling. The hand-shaped silhouette of darkness rising is the final, terrifying punctuation. We don't show the monster. We show its intent, its grasp, and then, blackness. The silence is just as important as the sound. It leaves you in the dark with your own thoughts, your own heartbeat echoing the rhythm of the abyss. Creating the Call of the Abyss was an incredible journey into what scares us on a fundamental level. It's not about sudden shocks, but about the slow, creeping horror that whispers from the forgotten corners of the world. It's about the terrifying idea that if you listen too closely to the static, something might just listen back. We poured our hearts and our fears into every frame and every sound wave of this film. We hope it leaves you feeling a little unsettled, maybe a little more aware of the quiet sounds in your own life. Thank you so much for joining me on this behind-the-scenes look. The full short film, The Call of the Abyss, is out now. The link is right here in the description. Go watch it and let us know what you hear. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more deep dives into the art of fear.